Paramount Studios.
We're here at New Larchmont.
Are we on now? We're actually on now. We're at the live chat. I'm Joel. This is Felicia Day over here.
Hey.
Baron Hampton, Baron Vaughn, Jonah Ray, and Hampton Yount. And we got to say special thanks. We're going to go round robin. Go ahead.
Thanks to everybody at the Deep 13 House of MST3K, the MST3K Revival League on Facebook, and that's 2 people.
Deanna Dolphin from MST3K Singles Group.
Yes, Erica Rodriguez. Thank you.
Thank you. Shout outs to Greg Talley of the Dental Hotel in Colorado, and he started the Revival League podcast, which we've all been on.
I haven't done it.
You haven't done it? Great.
Thanks for asking me.
I think he might have asked.
A special thanks to the one and only Ron McAdams, killing it on Facebook.
Marcy Koski, love it.
James Rollin.
Deanna Dolphin once again.
Ryan Smith.
Dane Michael.
Jeff Johnson.
Thank you.
Jeff Johnson, who's not Jack Johnson, and I hate his music.
Lynn
That's mellow.
Lynn Knott. Thanks, Lynn.
Carrie Crane or Crine, and I'm sorry if I said it wrongly, but thank you.
Odds are one of those was right.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Kate Page. Thanks.
Amy Page.
Thanks.
Oh,
all of the pages.
You're turning the pages.
Yeah.
Melody Hoare.
Pam Brishjaw.
Could be Brizjar.
Brishjaw.
It seems like it's like a Swedish.
Brizjar.
Courtney Windle.
And let's all do this last one together. 1, 2, 3. Jordy Licht.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is it like a lick?
And people are wondering where Patton is.
Oh.
He's on vacation with his kid.
We buried him.
Yeah. Good joke.
You got something for us, Ivan? You got a question?
You guys ready?
Go ahead.
Do you want to say anything first? Everybody just.
Oh, no,
at the end of the episode?
Listen, so excited you guys got to see Reptilicus. Thank you so much, and thanks for backing the project. Obviously, it's made all the difference in the world, and I don't really know where to look. Oh, right. Yeah. I thought I was looking at the microphone.
Look at how.
All right, you ready for a first question?
Sure.
This first one's really for Joel or anybody.
Oh.
The disappearance of Jonah was noticed by many people, unlike Mike or Joel. Why has no one come to rescue him? It's like the first show. What do you want? It's like, jeez. Next question.
Wait, is this question just to make...
can't be this dumb.
This question is just to make me feel bad. Why does nobody care about Jonah?
Yeah, he feels it.
A non-thank you shout out to Jenny Erdahl for that question.
Well, I think it's that he's another mug in the yellow jumpsuit. So he's expendable.
I was clearly about to bring back the largest amount of precious metals.
But you didn't.
Though it's been 2 hours, and they're already going.
Jonah?
What?
It's
Are they compressing space and time and saving Jonah?
It gets wibbly
They
wobbly.
save him. There's no series.
You can confirm for Brian Dean that it is a copy of Carcassonne right behind Joel's head.
Oh.
Someone asked.
Oh, sure.
No, there we go.
Down the
Yeah,
left.
let's go through Ivan's stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's
This
classic
is
everything.
fun.
All right. How about another question?
We're giving away all of this merch.
Wow, you really love the Emmanuel series, don't you?
Oh, wow. That was my first one.
The name Kinga,
That's
Don K. Eitner of Cucamonga, California asked, how did you arrive at the name Kinga? It's a Midwest thing. There's a lot of women named Kinga there, and I kind of wanted to shade the Mads like they kind of were like from Norway or Scandinavians. So Kinga is a very Scandinavian name.
It's a Viking
Yeah,
origin.
yeah.
origin,
All
yeah.
the Vikings that settled in the Midwest,
Good luck.
making the cold their home.
Aye.
What else you got?
What happened?
What else are we doing?
Do we crash?
Window closed back. No, we're good.
Okay, we're good.
Good.
Okay, so Dane Michael. I love the stinger for Reptilicus. It's already one of the best in MST3K history.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks,
Oh,
Dane.
that's
You know.
Cool.
Who got to decide what scenes were selected for the season 11 stingers?
I think that's Matt McGinnis, who's one of our producers. I think he did that.
Matt McGinnis.
Matt
right?
Wonderful
He also
job,
wrote
Matt.
on some episodes,
He
too.
wrote on some episodes, and he's one of the boneheads with the camera. And what else does he do? I think that's it. He's in a lot of stuff.
He parties.
He parties, super cool.
Matt McGinnis.
Yeah.
Toronto.
Not a...
This next one is just too complicated. And
Should I read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, God.
Neal, spelled Neal. I'm wondering what the thought process was for relocating the Mads and Jonah to the moon. With them being, I think, in the same location, is there going to be more interaction between them? And what's up with the liquefied movie
This guy got
delivery
2 questions.
system? Exclamation point, question mark.
I am still on the satellite love. I land on the moon and then I'm transported up to the satellite love. So there goes that question.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you're trapped in this world where you always have
Have
to
to-
land on the moon and get sucked up
That's
to the
true.
sun every
Yeah.
episode.
It's like
That's
a
something that'll be revealed in the series.
yeah, it's like a Nightmare on Elm Street 4 where they had to get into a little time loop. And they have to keep on doing it over and
They
over.
gotta do the time loop again.
Yeah.
And the liquefied movie delivery system.
Oh,
any,
yeah.
any comments
That's
there?
straight.
Oh,
Joel-
yeah, that's just
Joel
Kinga's,
Magic.
that's just Kinga's new thing where she's experimenting with liquefying films and
Yeah, I'm trying
kind of pumping them up to the satellite a
I'm
lot.
a very inventive person. I have a lot of patents.
Yeah, she's like got this new liquid television
And her
thing.
her first patent
She's
is
really-
Oswald.
Yeah, she's really high on
There
it.
was a question from Allison Ellis that, Jonah, what are you hiding with that pillow? And
It's my love for the show.
it's yes, it's my absolute
Stop it.
devotion.
I'm really
It's a
excited.
puppet.
Yeah.
Somebody asked Matt Benefi if the McCafe is product placement. It is, but just to me.
Yeah,
And I hope
he's-
McDonald's is watching.
Hampton, he's loving it.
Why do you keep messing with the chat, Ivan?
I was trying to show you guys how many people are watching it.
Yeah.
I-
Well,
pressure's
okay,
on.
so Jake
Okay.
Godbold.
Now we know there's pressure.
Man, I love that name.
That's great.
Jake Godbold.
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 Yeah.
So, certain names are like getting $100,000 put in a bank account when you're born. And
yeah,
Godbold
yeah.
is one of those
My
names.
name's Jake Godbold.
So I'm hoping this will be explained as I watch the show, but at the end of the Sci-Fi Channel run, Crow and Tom Server were living in Mike's trailer. So how do they get back to the Satellite of Love? Okay, Jake, were they
read the next
really
question.
Were they really?
back
Just
on
go ahead,
Earth?
read the next question too. It's the same question. So
Yeah, so were they really back on Earth? I mean, they faked the moon landings.
Yeah.
Do you know if
Yeah.
that apartment was what you were really
Exactly.
seeing?
Or did Stanley Kubrick direct that last episode?
You probably don't remember that there was a point where the trailer ended up in like a snow globe, and it was all the dream of a child.
Yeah.
Well, to really answer the question, though, a lot of time has
else going on.
passed in that span of time. And let me tell you, Crow and Servo, we forgot a lot of things on the Satellite Love.
Yeah.
So we built a ladder to heaven. And we got ourselves back
Back
on the
up there.
Satellite Love so we could get our comic books, some of our pets we left up
Our
there.
sweet 10-sided dice.
And then it's such a sweet pad, I don't want to leave.
yeah, we're kind of self-neuralized.
Yeah, it's so nice up there.
And Jonah, do you want to take the one on the right there?
How many takes did every monster take? The world needs to know. We did about 4 of them, I think.
But how
No,
many
it
times
was
did
more
you
than that.
4 or
how
5.
We did
many
a
times
lot of
did you
practices.
practice?
Yeah, we did a lot of practice.
We did like days of practice.
Yes. Reptilicus was silly.
Yeah.
But wait a second, Jonah. Wait, now, how many times didn't you get the audio and you like carried it with you on your phone?
Yeah, I would
and
listen to it
practice
on the way to work, and I
Okay.
would try it
And
like
then
a,
we practiced it for a while. Like
Yeah.
you and I did it for a while.
Yeah.
So how many times was that? Like 5 times?
I don't know.
And then,
Are you ready
but
to do
total,
it?
like how
Do it.
many?
Do the song.
Look, Reptilicus
Yeah,
is
do
silly,
it.
but it
Go
really
ahead,
illustrates.
let's do the whole thing.
Right, all over the place.
Yeah. Not just in Japan, but across the planet. An
ABC's
gamut or gargantuan panoply.
Example, please.
Well, name a land.
Belize.
Oh, geez, easy peasy, me's because see, Yucatan, you can eat El Cazejo, and Belize, they believe them. They're not afraid to say so.
How about Poland?
No, Scotland.
Scotland? Nessie's living up in a lot.
Ness is living up in a
How about
lot.
Poland?
A scary scarecrow named Baba.
See, the thing is also that for a while when Jonah was rehearsing this song, it was how he greeted you. There was
Yeah.
no hello. It was like, hey, Jonah, how you doing? Reptilicus is it just
Yeah.
Because it's a silly
There.
illustration.
top of your
To
brain.
let you know how his
Yeah.
mind was decaying.
Yeah, I had to. I had to show once and for all that white guys can rap.
Just like the Bee Sting Boys.
The Bee Sting
Bee
Boys.
Sting Boys.
And an Eminem.
All right. So 2 questions on the right, one for everybody, and then one for Felicia.
Oh, good.
Okay. 2 questions on the right.
On
One
the
for
right.
everybody.
How does this episode compare to others in the season?
You mean, what does that mean? Like,
Lengthwise. They're all about the same amount of
They're
time.
the same length.
Same length.
About
you're-
the same atomic weight, roughly.
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's a
One's a little
Yami.
heavier.
A Yami Nelson.
I'm a couple of
Well,
electrons
one thing
off.
I'd say is that these guys actually improve over the course of the thing, so they get better. It's
Please
really
do keep
amazing.
watching.
Well, we also recorded them in a different order that you put them together,
That's
right?
true. I didn't know what order was going to be out. I mean,
Sort of
who knows?
recorded all of them
But then
at
they're
once.
all out at once, so it doesn't matter if anybody. It's the numbers
You don't want that
are.
information out there?
Yeah.
Kind of goes against this whole thing. Of saying
Felicia.
Alright, so anyway, Felicia, question.
James Webb. Hey, James. Felicia, how would you feel if Red War Hunter was on MST3K? That would be amazing, although I've done worse work. There was a movie named Prairie Fever. If anybody's seen it, it's me, Kevin Sorbo, a couple of other great actors.
Oh.
And it was this is a true story. It was a Western shot in Sylmar. They fired the director a week in, and they hired John Wayne's stunt double to direct the rest of the movie.
Wow.
So we all got one take each of every setup.
Oh,
And
wow.
I had a monologue where I was raped and I was like crying, and they cut me off in the middle because a dog howled, and they were like, moving on.
Oh, no!
So I
A
was
dog
like,
howl?
Yeah, and then there's a scene
Pretty sure it
where
wasn't Arsenio Hall.
there was some, I jump in front of a bullet. I have no spoilers, but it's a spoiler alert. I jump, and basically they didn't get the footage between me jumping and me landing 20 feet away dead. So I just go here, and then it's
Should we do this movie next season?
we really should.
Yeah.
It's really bad. So,
And Kinga's reacting to, well, who's this
Yeah.
woman?
Yeah,
That's
really.
nice.
She's incredible.
Fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, on the right side from Dan Schwab.
Schwab, it's an ice cream related question. That's weird. It's the Schwab Ice Cream Empire. Right?
Yeah. Was the
I see
Fudgy the Whale?
connection.
Yeah.
It was the Fudgy the Whale line from Patton Oswalt. He does stand-up bits about Carvel. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I really don't think so. But wouldn't that be cool if he did? Let's just think about that.
Well, he did do it's like an old bit, though.
Yeah.
It's like, was it Phil and Kind of Patton? Like an old.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Long time
Yeah,
ago.
It's a
it
great
would be
bit.
so fun though if he wrote that bit.
It's probably like, we watched Patton growing
Yeah,
up.
that's
Like, instead of,
true.
like,
That could be.
we probably
Yeah.
ripped him off, and it's a
Probably.
self-fulfilling prophecy at this
Yeah.
point.
It all comes back around.
Will Invention Exchange be back?
It is.
Yeah, I think it is, right?
But
We
a
did.
good one?
Will viewer mail be back? I think so, because we did.
Didn't we do that?
Right?
Did you watch
this?
Yeah, really. What is
The question was that question was submitted before the episode.
Oh, fair. Totally fair.
Uh,
Totally fair. You do not have foresight.
All right, on the right from John Buller for Joel.
Joel, since you got to use all the movies you wanted to use for the first season after 20 years of research, he's pretty indicting. Like, wait a minute.
know that.
Did you or did you not
Listen.
ever want
Yes.
something?
Yeah, maybe you
What
wanted
is it?
something more.
What did he
Wait,
say?
wasn't
though?
that-
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be harder to pick movies as good for future seasons?
Ah.
Yeah,
Almost impossible.
You got to get it all just right when you're picking crappy movies. Each one is selected, squeezed with just the right amount of juice.
Yeah.
Then you shake it, put it to your ear.
Let it ferment for a while.
on the screen.
You gotta let it ferment.
Gotta let it ripen.
Oh, John Edwards, back from his presidential campaign. How does it feel that the fans were willing to bring back MST3K?
Incredible.
Oh, that's amazing. Why?
Yeah.
I mean,
This
you
shouldn't
make fun
be
of him,
happening.
That's a really heartful question. You
No,
know,
it's
and
not.
it landed like
Did
a
I, did I make fun of this person?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, John
I didn't say
John
John
Edwards
Edwards
lost.
won. What an idiot! I
He
just said
lost. He's a
that.
loser.
I said
All right.
that.
Well, crossing over,
Also, like,
I think it's
he
amazing.
impregnated he had like some scandals.
Yeah, Rael.
Yeah. Oh.
I heard he got a.
It feels amazing. We're also dealing with like the very first couple hours of it, really, because like the
That's
first
true.
episode's only
That's
just
true.
gone to like
Yeah,
the
let's-
backers, and
yeah,
we're just
Let's
like,
put this in
feeling it
in
as
What was the premiere tour
context.
like?
What's
premiere
that?
What was the
tour
premiere
was-
tour like?
Yes, Ivan
Amazing.
Askwith has
Like,
asked us
literally.
what the premiere tour was like.
It was great, and that's where it was real nerve-wracking because we didn't know how people would react to it. We were kind of hoping and felt like it was going to be okay, and we liked it, but it really meant a lot. The shows in New York and Chicago and LA, that people really liked it, and we've had that same experience today. I mean, since you guys watched it, and I'm sure you guys have stuff that's appeared on your social media, right?
No, people
Yeah,
are
of course.
really nice.
Yeah,
so I was
no,
waiting
it's
for
really-
more questions.
It's
Yeah.
a very
Everyone's-
strange day on Twitter when people are that complimentary. Although there was one guy.
It's a strange day on the internet when people are being nice.
Yeah, there was one woman was like, "This is awesome. I'm crying from fangirling," and then one dude just replied, "Dumb."
Dumb.
So I'm
Yeah.
not sure everyone did this before.
So we're done. You
Yeah,
won.
that
We're
one
out.
guy. Dumb.
Your feelings are dumb.
But it's been really amazing and really fun just to look when I got up this morning. I probably spent an hour just looking at tweets and Facebook. And
Yeah, I was very confused. I was like, wait, did they put the first episode on?
There's one from Batman GNC on the right.
Oh, of course.
Batman
That's
needs
a real yoked out. That's a
GNC.
yoked out Batman.
Getting that muscle milk.
Can I already give you my money for next season? Yes.
Yeah, send it care
Send
of.
it to Baron Vaughn. Anytown, US me.
Care of.
Hey, Duck Cult.
We don't. I guess it's going to be a while before we know about another season, isn't it?
I mean, it's
little bit.
Netflix, so it's
Isn't
either going to be a while or a
I
couple
can't
days.
remember.
We need everybody
There
to
is a
stream
window
all
of
the
time.
episodes.
There's like several months where they have a chance to like kind of decide. But
We need everyone.
This might be a good chance to tell everybody what they can do to
Oh.
help get a season 12.
That's right.
Hey, there you go.
It's obvious, right? So obviously, a lot of you guys are going to get digital versions of the shows, and we hope that even though you get those, you go and watch it on Netflix if you happen to have it. Obviously, if you don't, then use your other copies. And also, too, when you're ready, we'd love you to leave a review.
Yeah, it's
of
now
it.
thumbs
forward
up,
a little
it's thumbs up, thumbs down now.
The cameo by Ivan
Am I
Askwith.
Making sure he's not mansplaining.
Am I
Thumbs up.
disappearing into the
You're
couch?
disappearing into your legs.
Singing it like in Get Out. Falling
Yeah, you're in the
into
sunken
film.
place now, Joel.
But who wants to steal
All
Joel's
right,
body?
question
That's
on the left for
Yeah.
everybody.
Question on the left. Stephen Hancock. There are a few short moments in the movie where the jokes move so fast that it's hard to tell when a joke is or isn't meant to be a continuation of the prior joke. Did you find this to be an issue as well? If so, do you think you improved on this throughout the season?
That's kind of
I think you got
That's
to
very-
as a really old guy.
If you remember in the movie when the jokes were so fresh. My pacemaker, no.
We're sorry. We are moving at a faster pace, but hopefully it's not too intimidating.
Yeah,
you can
and it's
follow
also
along.
meant you should watch it again.
Thanks, David
if you
Palmer.
if you like it. There are people, I would say I probably got 2 tweets today about that and
About the speed of the jokes?
about the speed of the jokes, and the rest of the people didn't seem to have a problem with it. So I don't feel like it's a big thing, but I have said earlier that these guys are faster than we used to be. So that's kind of part of it. But I hope you like it, and I hope you don't think we're being too sarcastic about
Yeah,
it.
this isn't your dad's MST.
Yeah, right.
It's millennial science
One for
theater.
Jonah on the right.
Will you be wearing shorts as part of your costume and tributes to Joel's old costume?
Wait, what?
I mean,
You've already been shaving your legs every day. Just in
Yeah,
case.
that's something I have to consult with the puppet wranglers for. If they are willing to see my gams, then because it got pretty hot in that studio.
All right, for everybody on the left.
My name is Jesse. I'm from Durham, North Carolina, and I'm wondering if anything went horrifically, comically wrong on set while experimenting. While filming Experiment 11.
Wouldn't it be fun if it did?
I had a couple
Really
close calls.
nice.
I almost fell a couple times.
Ooh. Why don't you tell us
No,
about that?
I almost fell.
That's true.
Remember, because that the
Yes.
platform moving and the open, and I was pregnant, so that would have been not funny.
That would have been not funny. No.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to go on a limb and say it wouldn't be funny at all if you fell.
No,
We have actually
been
a bunch of
tragic.
questions about how we hid your pregnancy during production.
I know. I was 6.5 months pregnant,
Ooh,
and that it's
CGI.
good tailoring. Yes, CGI.
Yeah.
They switched. Carney Wilson.
Yeah.
So there was a group in the 80s,
Yeah.
and they just put the filter on, and they went squeeze.
Hold on for one more day.
Yeah.
Who's Carney Wilson?
Boom, boom. He used to work in a record store. He knows all the Wilson Phillips references. This guy.
Question on the right.
Question on the right. Margaret Bros or Bras.
Why does it take multiple puppeteers now when Trace, Kevin, and Bill did it on their own?
Oh.
And Jim and
Well,
Pat.
I'll
Do
give
you,
you.
do you want to bring them on to
Yeah,
the
you guys.
Yeah, we got Grant and Russ.
Yeah,
the
Grant
puppeteers.
and Russ.
Grant and Russ. Grant and Russ. Grant and Russ.
What's a grant?
Now, let me tell you something about these guys.
These two.
They add
Yeah.
a completely other dimension
I mean,
to doing the characters.
the idea was, basically, if you look at Trace or Kevin or Bill, they all had a long time to ramp up, and we felt like we had to get to it really quickly. So the idea was to combine guys who are great puppeteers and guys who are great voice guys together, rather than if you looked at Kevin when he first started over the season, or Bill, or even Trace. they got better and better over time, but there just wasn't quite as much pressure on them, I feel. So that was my thinking with it. So basically, when you guys did, we had like 3 people often on a puppet, right, or 2.
Yeah, well, and I think you had expressed you wanted the bots to move a
Who
little
are
bit
you?
more.
Yeah.
I'm Grant.
This is Grant.
There it is. And you wanted the bots to move a little bit more.
Yeah.
And when you look at characters like Fozzie Bear, or Ernie, or Rolf the dog, there's at least 2 people working those things.
Yeah.
So that's.
I mean, some days there were 3 on Crow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the crow, had arms, and so like in this episode, he smashes a bottle, and at other times he's grabbing an arm off of Servo. I mean, there's if we have more ability to move around the puppets, we can do more jokes and more bits.
And then Barron and Hampton had remote controls where they controlled the lip flap while they were talking. So that's why we consider 3 people on a robot.
Yeah.
Sometimes
And we
2.
can just worry about our vocal performance, basically, and like hitting a joke with like the right inflection and not have to redo it a bunch of times.
But the idea was to try to kind of combine puppeteers and performers together to get to the level that we're familiar with Trace and Kevin and Bill were at, just right off the bat.
Yeah,
Because
so
there's
eliminate the learning curve.
Yeah.
So season 2 will be gone.
Thanks, you guys.
Tim Maher was wondering, I would like to know, did anyone ever play pranks on each other on set while you guys were filming
Oh
the
my
season?
God.
Oh, Joe would always come in.
No.
Joe would always come up to me in
Pranks.
between takes, and he'd go, "Your ass is on the line. You're going to be fired." And get it together. And it was just so funny. It was just such a funny joke.
We do that to each other all the time, and it would be really great if we had more stories like that.
Yeah, we
We're
had
just
no
working-
time for
We're just
anything.
working really hard.
No revelry.
Yeah, there was no just sitting around.
a lot of fun. I mean, we're not like trying to like mess up each other's days.
Yeah, if
on
we
set.
got like 4 or 5 seasons, that's when you get the really.
That's
funny.
when we're gonna get to the pranks.
I mean, but
that's when we're gonna do our jackass segment.
Because what is a prank? What is a prank?
What is a prank?
No, because
All right,
a prank
take
is not
this
necessarily
outside.
a prank is not necessarily a joke. Like a prank is usually an elaborate thing
Setup.
that kind of disrupts your relationship to reality.
Well, I got a sandwich and I asked for no avocado, and somebody put extra avocado.
No, that was
Your allergies
Yeah.
were out of control that day.
classic Barry from catering.
Hey, how are we doing on time, Ivan?
You're great. I'll tell you.
Great on
No,
time.
like
I'll
how
tell you,
far in
man.
are we? Just
must be-
about,
it must be 10 minutes in. Joel's getting tired.
So you
30 minutes left.
30 minutes, yeah.
Should we go to the left or right question?
Let's do the one on the right.
All right, Malcolm Tent.
Oh, malcontent.
Get it?
Is that a real name? Am I just making
Who
fun?
knows? It
Okay.
could be Malcolm Tent.
You just asked if Malcolm Tent's a real name. We can find out.
Probably not a real name.
Yeah.
Seems like the Mads have a diminished role as compared to previous seasons. Does this change over the course of the season?
It's the first episode. Again, really the first.
That's just
the
that
first.
one doesn't deserve a response, man. That's so unfair.
So just give her time. I tell you what, there might be a whole story arc.
Wow.
There might be a
2 to 3
whole.
more seasons.
Wait, are you trying to say that the episodes fit together in some sort of way?
I don't know. It might benefit you to watch them in order.
It has a through line throughout the entire season. Get out of here. I don't know what's happening.
People are saying that the audio is out of sync with the
Welcome to
video,
YouTube.
so all I'm going to have to say is
Master,
Wait. Hey, Gypsy.
That's getting
All right,
great laughs.
Let's
Everyone
try
at home is
the
just
one on
like,
the left.
lol, 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 lol. All right. Brian Minnick. Oh, please tell us one interesting fact about Waverly.
Who wants to field that?
ooh.
Oh, I think I'll
Oh,
take that.
Waverly! Hey guys, it's Waverly!
This is not a plant.
Hey, Waverly, what's going on?
Well, I was just hanging back here looking at this wonderful book collection.
No, it's mostly DVDs, Waverly. I don't think Ivan reads.
Well, I wondered why they were so dusty.
Oh, Waverly. He's the best!
One interesting fact about Waverly.
Well,
Well,
Waverly
go ahead.
Yeah, talk for Waverly.
Waverly went on the road with us when we did the premiere event, so that's one thing I could offer.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun meeting everybody. And then I had to wash my hands after shaking all their hands.
You would think that robots are not as
honestly-
concerned about germs,
It's a
but they
little bit
are.
of a health concern at this point, Waverly.
Yeah. Well, I gotta go back to there's some interesting books. He's got Joy of Cooking.
Yeah.
Look at this.
All right, see you later, Waverly.
If you want to put in a DVD at any point, Waverly, we're totally open.
Waverly, the best.
Oh, Waverly. Pamela Briziar loves Waverly.
Sarah Jo Dunstan writes, who does Jonah, the character, not the person, like more, Servo or Crow?
Hampton.
That's a fair question to ask. And I feel it's important to ask on the first episode.
I like
Jo-
how-
yeah.
I'm sorry. No, I just Tracy Palmer wants to know the purpose of Waverly. I feel like that's really deep. To ask somebody
purpose?
What is the
like,
purpose of Waverly?
I think
All right, let me
that's
ask
the
you
question
something.
that Waverly
What
asks
is your purpose?
himself every morning. Waverly wakes up and is like, what is my purpose?
Spawn Freak says,
Honestly-
why is Jonah being praised by his corporate overlords? Wouldn't it be better if he was an underdog?
Ooh, that's a question with right.
Yeah.
Who's praising him?
Well, no, they're saying I'm doing such a good job, and I'm kind of
Like at Gizmonics?
yeah, Gizmonics.
Oh.
You work.
All right.
Oh,
How about this
see.
question from Lynn Nutt for Jonah?
Lynn Knott.
How comfortable is the jumpsuit? Are you a big fan of the color yellow? Anything you change about it? More pockets? Well, here it is.
Oh, God!
They haven't seemed to wash it.
That is way
That's a good 14-episode Musk.
I'm
my
ovulating
goodness.
right
Yeah.
now from the
This-
smell.
So
Stains of all sorts.
what I
variety.
don't like about the jumpsuit is anytime I move one arm up, I give myself a Melvin. And going to the bathroom is tricky.
This is honestly all Star Trek Next Generation
it's a
problems.
front
They all
wedgie.
had this same issue.
Wait a minute, what's
A
that?
Melvin is a front
How can a
wedgie.
guy get a front wedgie?
You
Well,
do not know our
There's
pain.
Oh, okay.
There's multiple things that things can go between.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, so it's yeah, and I've always been told that yellow is the least slimming color. So
you know what
I'm
yellow-
really stoked that they gave me a belt though, because it works also as a sort of harness of my belly.
Well, luckily for you,
He's big and round like the sun.
yellow is the first color that people's eyes are drawn to. That's true. And it makes people hungry.
Yeah,
Also,
Joel, what
too-
was?
Is it
Also,
really?
too, if you
Yellow and
look,
red.
it's like the color spectrum. So
Get
there's
off
me, there's me with the red, there's blue with the mic, and there's yellow with the
Primary
tone,
color.
So it's the primary color.
Take close to the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, some
Bum, bum,
episodes where
bum, bum.
Mike's wearing a green jumpsuit.
Yeah!
Problems! Why?
No.
All right. Question on the right.
Whoa, double question.
Right. We're getting more inventive
wait,
exchanges
Oh,
this season.
no, I don't want to.
Matt Morgan and
We already
Joel
answered that.
Seaver.
Watch the episode.
We answered
You
all
didn't even say
the-
what question you're answering.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Matt Morgan
Are
and
we
Joel
getting
Seaver.
more invention
Yeah.
exchanges this season.
Watch,
Yeah. I
think that's a
watch
resounding
the
maybe.
episodes. Yeah.
There are the invention exchanges are back as are the letter segments.
These are Jonah questions as well on the left.
Do you have a preference, color or black and white movies? I embrace all movies of all colors. Are you someone who can watch themselves on film and enjoy it? No way.
Yeah, that,
And I don't-
I got a little color backstage color on this. It's like I asked Jonah, like when we were just looking at this one, the first one that we got done was Reptilicus, and it was like, "What'd you think of it?" And he said, "I can't answer that because I don't like watching myself right away." And so it takes a few times, right, before you start to kind of
Yeah.
I had to
It's,
leave the room the minute I heard the voices. Just can't handle it.
You mean in the show, or just
Yeah, like
in
you would play
general?
audio and it'd be like,
Your
all right,
voices. Oh.
gotta go leave.
I, on the other hand, can't get enough of myself.
Bye, Baron's
Dulcet tones of my own sweet timber.
After watching the Jerry Lewis documentary, which he himself executive produced, I always thought to myself, never trust anyone that makes a documentary about themselves. And if you guys are
Anyway, I made a
interested,
documentary about myself. It's called Fatherless on the Fusion Network. You probably don't have Fusion. We'll talk about that some other time. Oh, you.
You just
All
talk
right,
about
Joel.
Fusion.
This is a Joel question from Sean Nelson. Joel, if you will.
Joel, will you be making any appearance in the skits like Mike Wilson did
yeah.
when he was a writer on the show? I
Oh,
hope
man.
so. Yeah, I'm in the show.
You gotta keep.
Were you in that episode?
Yeah, I was in that episode.
Ooh, there was a Joel cameo.
I
We
was
didn't
Artie.
even know.
Yeah, Artie, the guy who sends the movie.
movie in the hole,
Movie in the hole.
which is also what Joel says before he flushes the toilet.
Oh! Also, I do a few cameos throughout the series.
Yeah, we can't
You
stop.
you and head writer Elliot Kalin play sexy Sphinx affections.
Yeah, don't
We have some amazing behind-the-scenes video for later.
Ellie
after
and
the season's
Kaylin
out.
and I do a couple of sketches, yeah. With our head writer.
Funny.
Baron, you want to take the one on the left?
Oh, Phil Costales. did the new voice of Tom Servo change between the Kickstarter telethon and now? That actually is true. Yes, it did change.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
I
you did
can't
that first.
because I don't even remember what the old voice was. The old voice was just
You.
me trying to match how loud I thought Hampton was.
And you couldn't even match me.
and then
Microphone smoking.
somebody I took a note from many people on the internet who preferred and said that they liked when Tom Servo's voice was lower. So I went into my lower register and found a new Servo.
Wow.
Yeah, I looked to Servo.
That's just, I feel like I just on the James Lipton show.
Yeah.
I feel like it was really.
Can you tell me why?
Why? What's your take?
On the right.
There's a question. What was Gypsy carrying in the theater? We don't know yet. That's called the payload. We don't know what it is.
It could have grave consequences.
Yeah. It's an expansion. It's an expansion thing. We'll figure out next season.
Here's a good one on the right.
Okay. Dr. McCupis.
A
Can
couple
you
Grace
guys
and
rip on
Frankie
other
questions.
Netflix shows like Grace and Frankie?
Yeah.
All right,
Can we
Dr.
tell-
McCupis.
Can we
I
tell
don't
them
think so.
about what we're doing?
I don't think so.
Okay. Nope.
Well, yeah, we're going to be riffing
Look for
on the
things.
hit sitcom starring Ashton Kutcher and Danny Masterson.
Is there a sitcom on
Yeah, what's it
Netflix?
called? The Ranch.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
The Ranch. It
Netflix
goes.
has so many shows
No,
I
we're
can't
not,
keep
we're
track.
not riffing on
We're
this.
not riffing on that. It would have been funnier if I knew the name of it and anyone knew what it was.
I watched The Ranch with a big bowl of baby carrots and broccoli slivers.
The next one on the right here, Neuro.
Yeah.
Neuro. I quit smoking the day after 14 years, and you helped me enormously through the
wow.
first day.
Wow,
Thanks.
good job.
Brad's neuro.
Oh, wow.
Strength,
Yeah, yeah.
strength,
Thanks,
strength,
neuro.
strength.
Hope the last name is not Tick. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, this is a question for me.
So moving on to any other question.
Baron is on 2 Netflix series, MST3K and Grace and Frankie. Given
Yay.
this, can we expect Baron's Tom Servo on MST3K to make references to Grace and Frankie?
Well, thank you, Paul, for noticing I'm on 2 Netflix series. That's what 2017 is. You could be on 2 TV shows and people still do not know who you are.
yes.
I'm on the
You could be on
news
2
every
TV
night.
shows and still rent.
And still rent. That's very true. I don't think so. That might be. We'll see if we get another season. If I can, get some sweet Grace and Frankie.
You know,
in
there might have been a reference to Ethan Embry in one of the episodes, meaning therefore cross universe. Ethan Embry is in Grace and Frankie.
Oh my God! Just like Frasier and Cheers share the same world.
A lot of people don't
Mad
know
About You and
that
Seinfeld
Netflix
share the
is
same world.
they're aiming for a consistent cinematic universe.
Yes, exactly.
I hope so. I
So-
hope all shows are somehow joined
Wait,
together.
Mad About You and Seinfeld in the same universe?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No!
There's a couple of.
That's
You never
great.
saw Mad About Seinfeld?
Wings is also in the Cheers universe.
Yeah.
That's true.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
True story.
And what about the Hooterville trilogy?
This is the spectrum. This is the spectrum of references you'll get from
Question on the right.
What monster does the country of Vatican City have?
Pope?
The young Pope.
The young Pope.
Oh.
Monster.
He doesn't follow the rules. He follows his own Jude laws.
All of Catholicism is calling. Here you go. Talk to you.
Hey,
Hello,
what's up,
Catholicism?
baby?
What?
Hey,
I've been
baby.
excommunicated?
Baby.
All right. Talk to you later.
Felicia, Hank Foreman asks, Felicia Day, how does it feel for you, Kinga, to follow the footsteps of Trace and Mary Jo? Well, I mean, they're big footsteps.
Different shoe sizes.
Gargantuan.
I mean, they very are. I could only aspire to be as evil as they are and have as good hair. No, I have no other comment. Like, I don't.
End of press conference.
Jay Marston wants to know, wondering what it feels like to be a part of something that means so much to so many people. I actually teared up halfway through the intro.
Oh, man.
That's sweet.
It
It's
sounds like you have
overwhelming.
some personal issues at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, come
The new
on.
intro is pretty. I mean, it's amazing.
Thanks,
great.
man.
New intro
I
is
mean, that's
great.
so great that
So
people
good.
are
In New
this
York,
into it.
especially because that when we had the backer event in New York and the show started and there was this raucous applause just from people being there, I was like, all the pressure that I was feeling or the fear I was feeling kind of washed away, and like, oh, people are here.
Yeah.
People like wanted to see this and they came to it and we did it.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
It's crazy.
Mad About You and Friends are the same universe?
Yeah.
On the right.
Will
Yeah.
we see Dr. Horrible?
Phoebe
v.
has a
King of
twin
Horrors?
sister who's in Mad About You, Ursula, and that's the connection. And they cross over in
Oh,
two
that's right. Lisa
episodes.
Kudrow played those.
That's
So that's the
true. Yeah,
first
yeah, okay.
level of you're about to spiral into some Wikipedia. So
Yes.
I'll leave you to it.
In other words, Hampton was lonely in the 90s.
Is it fair to say, will we see Dr. Horrible versus King of Forces?
Whoa.
Is it fair to say that?
I mean, I'm deferring to you on this comment.
Yeah, I mean, you must know that.
Well, Neil's on the
Patrick
show this season.
Harris is on the show.
Yeah,
so,
so
I mean,
I
Do
still
you have a
like
scene
Kinga.
yet?
It all depends
Do
if
you have
Joel
seen
and
it?
Joss Whedon can bury the hatchet. You know?
you got so mad at me that night I was DJing. And I said some like uncool things to his lady.
Oh,
Hey, we're cool now, me and Joss. Don't look up what that's all about.
They're just jossing. Okay.
Felicia, as a mother of 4 grown children, I just gotta say you look fantastic. That was not prompted. I just like you a lot. Thank
Good points.
What about me? I watch kids.
Let's do a lightning round of easy, like almost yes or no questions.
Okay.
Easy question.
Have you considered close captioning the new MST3K episodes? They
Yes.
will be. That is a industry
Yes.
standard.
Hi guys, judging by 1101, the set photos we've seen so far, where's the hex-filled view screen? Thanks.
What's that?
Relax. During the original run of MST3K, film critic Leonard Maltin participated for a host bid. Have any other celebrity fans signed up for guest roles?
Yeah,
Yes.
Mark Hamill.
We could probably get Leonard Maltin back.
Can you
Jerry
listen?
Seinfeld,
Yeah, yeah.
Patrick Harris, and Joel McHale.
Joel McHale, yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot of
That's
stars.
a lot of famous names.
Star
Is there
power.
any possibility of MST3K, this is from Nick Hogan, getting another theatrical film like it did with MST3K, the movie back in 1996? If so, how would you guys pull it off? I'd do anything to see Jonah on the bots on the big screen.
Yeah, you know what we do
Anything?
is have
Well,
Answer.
if you have a big screen at home, you will when this show comes out.
yeah, you know what we're gonna do is do the theme song.
What?
You know the MST movie. There's
They
no
don't-
theme
they
song,
don't do the theme
and
song.
they had to spend all this time going. I'm Tom Servo. You know to explain it. So lots of exposition. So
I do think that, like,
it's my
Trace's...
kind of hurt.
Honestly,
Yeah,
yeah.
get ready for
Theme
MST3K VR.
Yeah.
The next gen.
MST3K VR. We're taking every letter.
You're gonna be
They
watching
should have got a
it on your
voiceover
hover
guy to do a
pads.
narration, like, in the not too distant
Not too distant future.
One human, 2 robots. One human, 2 robots.
bots. Bad movies.
Joseph McQuaid, cool last name, says the Reptilicus rap was hilarious. When will the soundtrack be available for backers to download?
Oh, snizzle.
I think they're working on it.
Backers will have it this summer, and it'll be for sale to everybody else a little bit after that.
Yeah,
Everybody hear
exactly.
Ivan. Backers will have it this summer, and what now?
Yeah. Look out for
Everyone else will be able to
remixes.
buy it after that.
Look out for remixes from Demo 5.
LP.
LP.
Diplo.
I'm going to do a collaboration with Run the Jewels.
Jay Dilla coming back from the grave to
Yeah.
remix it.
Who's the next one? I don't want to be that.
Gary Glove. Oh, okay. No, Lucas Horn. Just curious on if the band playing during the breaks and in the beginning was an actual band.
Yes, that band was Harmar Superstar. Harmar Superstar is a singer from Minneapolis, and I highly recommend checking out his music. It's really great. And he actually also played my wedding. That was the wedding band I had when I got married.
Wow, you really hooking your friends up.
related-
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jeez.
It's
The
funny, but
nepotism.
actually, it was weird that I got to that idea, and then I told Jonah. He goes, "I really like that because he's a friend of mine," and
Oh, wow.
so it was kind of independent.
Yeah, it happened. No, it wasn't. I didn't bring it out. It was
Yeah,
Joel
yeah.
actually was talking about it already. I said he was already a friend of mine.
Because
he's
I
a
vowed
phenomenal
after
talent.
me and then Mike singing the theme song, I would never have a doughy white Midwesterner sing the theme song.
Unless it was just right.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, you're from Hawaii. You can't sing the song.
Follow-up question on the left.
You'd put in all sorts of
Jeff and Ann.
vowels.
In, how do you say that?
Wanaki.
Wanaki.
Yeah, all the
Okay.
cons.
Yeah, what's the story behind the Boneheads? I think you should just wait and see. Just
Yeah, there's
watch
stuff
it.
to watch.
Honestly, spin off.
Web series.
Series.
Scott from Brooklyn.
Boneheads.
Love MST3K and so happy to see it return. My question is, now that MST3K is no longer on a broadcast network, does that allow you guys to no longer have to cut things from the films you watch, either due to content issues or to time constraints?
Still have to cut things, right?
Silly question, Scott.
And the answer is tricks are for
No,
kids.
I don't know. The show is the show, but in the sense that it has to run the same length as it always kind of
I think
has.
that we tried to cue they're cut a little. And I don't really want to say.
All right. Well, Ashley Mifflin wants us to shout out her friend Don Schneider.
Hey,
He's the
Don
reason
Schneider.
she loves it.
Don Schneider.
Hey, Don Schneider.
As played by Rob Schneider.
Oh, I'll answer this. What was your thought process behind the season's bumper or commercial sign? I get the nostalgia that season 11 was made for a streaming platform that does not have commercials. What gives?
Jennifer Bowyer.
That's Jennifer Bowyer.
Or Bowyer.
That. And I just thought my thinking was Kinga is like megalomaniac and she wants to kind of keep promoting her brand, and so she wants to check back in and do bits about what's going on. It's just kind of station ID kind of stuff. So that was kind of the thinking behind it. But also, so many people, it's kind of like a love tap for all the people who watch so many VHS versions of Mystery Science Theater, and they're used to that commercial break being there, that I just want to put it in there.
It's a nice little breather.
Yeah, it's a nice breather.
The future. Robert Josephson, probably the son of Joseph. When does the Kickstarter for season 11 go live?
You mean season 12?
I think you meant season 12.
Robert, you must have went into a time machine.
November of 2015.
Yeah. Oh, we have to warn us about 9/11.
I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know that it's in the plan. Is it in the plan to kickstart another season?
No, I don't think so.
The hope is that, that Netflix will be like,
we think that we're hoping Netflix wants to do another season, and if they don't, for whatever reason, we would come back and try to keep it going. But hopefully, they'll want to re-up.
Get everybody to watch on Netflix.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
And thumbs
leave
up.
a review.
I hope.
Do thumbs up, make memes and gifs.
Yeah, GIF it out.
Give
Oh,
it up.
yeah.
GIF it.
Retweet.
If you thumbs up
If
now.
you're one of those people.
Give it 3 thumbs up. All right, Larry Trujillo. Would you consider having a third MST3K convention or do a live show similar to the 2 MST Alive events?
Yeah, we're doing a live show, planning one for the summer.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. We're coming to your town. We'll help you party it down. We're a riff band.
There's gonna be
This
tents,
summer, this summer.
Yeah.
live bands,
Yeah.
One man.
Ozzy Osbourne,
You want all the-
Hoobastank,
Yeah.
Husker Du.
all the bigs. Kenneth Morgan writes, are there any plans to feature any of the movies that Cinematic Titanic riffed on but didn't record? They were just too good to lose. Best of luck with the show. Thank you.
Ooh.
I'm not sure about that. I think that probably not, but maybe you never know. It depends on how.
Yeah.
You
It's
never
different
know, I
rights for
guess.
different things.
I think.
you know?
I mean, actually, Rhino is going to put out a Cinematic Titanic
Whoa.
DVD set.
Oh,
so
nice.
That's
Awesome.
coming out really soon. So I think that's going to kind of eclipse that question.
Taken care of.
You're eclipsed.
Noel Schornhorst. Any chance you'll ever riff an animated feature? There's a lot of stinkers out there. Food Fight is a particularly horrible one, but really, any awful animated film.
Wolves of
would be great.
Bashir, Akira.
There's also Sir Billy. Look this one up. It's Sean Connery's last known film. I think it trumps Food Fight as far as
wow.
a bad.
Sir Billy?
Yeah, Sir Billy. It's
Transformers
insane.
the
Just
movie?
like watch the trailer,
Alright.
and I don't know. I would love to, but I don't know if we
Sean
can.
Connery gone.
Sean Connery is
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery is right here.
gone. He is gone.
Oh, Sean Connery.
Hello, Porter.
Your best. Logan's always wild.
I am the last one.
I got an answer about that doing cartoons. We learned that really early on. Like the first few MSTs we did were like super marionation, so they were puppets, and it really gets in the way because so much MST is about kind of remarking about the look on someone's face, and so if it's animated, they have almost complete control of what the look on their face, or if it's poorly done, there's no look on their face. So
Yeah.
it allows you to do a lot more if they're people, I think. But I guess if we did an animated MST3K, then that makes sense.
I also have an idea for a movie that we could do that has animation in it, but I'll keep it between you and me.
All right.
We're leaving no door closed.
Point of clarification on the right.
So should we watch it a lot on Netflix? Klaatu van Schlachter, thank you.
Latu, Verata, von Schlacker.
So should we watch it a lot on Netflix?
That's
Klaatu
good.
Verata? No.
That's good. I think, if you watch it, watch on Netflix. If you have Netflix, If you don't, then we don't.
Hampton,
Netflix.
it's
Then
yeah.
get Netflix, right? Is that what we're supposed to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, watch it on Netflix and just let it play.
yeah.
Just let it
Hampton
play.
has a great idea what he was doing with the episodes that are on Netflix right now.
With the previous episodes that have just been put on Netflix, I'll just like leave them running on in my house and like muted and unmuted just throughout the day. Just like it's just one TV I have dedicated going to Mystery Science Theater because I'm like, this could only help and yeah.
Question
I
number
think
one.
it's great.
Columbia Heights, Minnesota. Question from Jeff.
My question is, could there ever be a time where the hosts and bots riff a prior older segment or something, like in a flashback? I think that would be hilarious.
Whoa.
Yes, if there was ever another way for me to be compared to an old...
is to go back and make fun of their old footage.
They want you guys to riff on a host segment.
An old host segment.
Yeah,
An
host
older host
segment. Like
That would be
like
fascinating.
Man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would be very difficult.
It seems almost overly complicated.
Yeah.
And a very novel
He's
idea.
like trying to get everybody in a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you do that?
What are
That'd
the
be
odds
awesome.
we
I
could
don't
send
want
you
any-
back in time to fight?
Yo, Joel, it stinks.
Right.
It stinks. All right.
All right.
Benjamin Kraftchick
Crap chick.
to Felicia or anyone.
Let's say, I felt special for a second. Will Kinga make an appearance or get some riffs in the Mystery Science Theater?
Oh.
We
You
were
know,
talking about that.
we
at
can't,
breakfast.
but we can't just watch all of them and then maybe ask it or maybe don't. Because guys, there's only one out. You don't know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be so good.
I know you want all the information, but sometimes life has a way of showing you the answers.
What is what Wesley Bennett writes? Just what exactly is a hamdinger? A hamdinger is a hamburger made of ham dingers, ham patties. Just heat them up in a frying pan.
Yeah.
That's hamdinger.
When I first heard about it, I thought it was like spam or
It kind of is.
It's so similar.
And it's like
Yeah.
from a nightmare because it's in a can.
yeah, it's like
And it's
porreef.
meat.
Porreef.
It's meat in a can that you're supposed to then heat up, and it's like spam. That
Wait, go back up
that
to
are
that.
burgers.
It's regional.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Regional? Regional?
Horrible.
Several people have asked if there's anything you can share about the Dark Horse comics that are coming.
Oh, Dark Horse.
Oh, we're super excited about it, and we had a meeting and it went really cool, and we're just really, they're a really great company, and you do.
I work with Dark Horse. I have actually a Guild comic coming out this summer. We're all new together, and I wrote a bunch of new ones. And I have worked with Dark Horse for years.
Oh, that's
Very
awesome.
nice. I really like them.
Yeah, so it's super cool. We're really excited about it, and we have started meeting and stuff.
Felicia, question already?
Yo,
Well,
dog, I
the
heard
cast
you.
beyond a Geek Century video, Escape would be great, but playing games, I don't have the authority to renew that show. So I guess that would be cool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
could do that. I was really bad at we had a show where it was like Escape the Room.
Mhm.
And I basically busted through a wall and they had to edit it out. And I was just like, get me out!
Oh, cool.
That was not the way I was
Are
supposed
we
to
gonna do
escape.
the robot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna
That's
take some questions for other members of the cast.
Is that-
Well,
Is
me and
tabletop
Hampton are
coming
going to head out. No reason.
Oh, man, guys.
Totally unrelated. I have
Big
anything
schedule.
happening. Bye. We'll see you later.
I don't know
Everybody?
when I'm going to be able to come back or see you guys.
Love you.
Goodbye.
you guys.
I can
What?
help see
They've
you out of
become
it.
real divas. Those three,
Yeah.
two.
All right, we got some.
Are there any- so we have, yeah. I think they're good. Any questions for Crow and Servo?
Oh, hey guys. Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Greetings, Internet.
Okay, so let's see. Thanks, guys. Someone said puppy. There's a dog in the room. Do we have any questions for the robots?
Yeah.
Questions for the robots.
My brain is just filled with answers, as you can see by the fact that it's transparent.
Say something. No. What's the dog's name?
Oh, that's right. We're going to have to get Hampton his McCafe back. At some point.
Don't worry. I'll take care of that bad boy.
You're caffeinated enough.
Give it up here, Jonah. Come on. Nom, 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 nom. I'm loving it. I just got paid $10,000. Take that.
Oh my goodness, where's my deal?
There's one.
I'm waiting on my British Knights deal. I might
Wait. Okay, what's this?
Ashley Mifflin writes, ever catch a ball on your head, Crow?
Of course. How do you think Servo and I pass the time? We've got a real father-son relationship going on.
That's right, but we switch off who's the father and who's the son.
Throwing a little pig grease back and forth.
And I lock him in his room and say he can't have dinner every now and then.
Wait,
for me.
Greg Davis writes, Servo, how can your hover skirt lift you so high?
Oh, it always lifts me up to where I belong. Basically, all I have to do is think of a great thought, and I wish.
Think of a wonderful thing.
And then I find the second star to the right and go straight on till morning. Does that answer that question?
All right. Next question. Something for me.
Yeah, Crow, are you jealous that Crow can fly?
Of course he is. I'll field that one.
Crow
Yes.
can't fly.
No, are you jealous that you can't fly?
I'm confused. The question very clearly says,
Crow.
Are you jealous that Crow can fly? Crow, am I jealous of Crow being able to fly? It's a nightmare, Joel. I'm trapped in a never-ending question.
I should have edited that. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. His name is Crow. A crow can fly. And I thought that I'd seen everything, but I'd never seen a crow fly.
Oh, here's one.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Allison L. writes, Tom, was your underwear collection intact when you got back to the SOL?
Well, let's just say there were some silverfish on the shelf that I was not expecting, and all those underwear have some really interesting crop circle-like designs in them now.
Oh boy, Servo's collected a lot more scalps.
I guess you could call them crop circles.
All right.
Okay,
here's one from Homage to Gorto. Crow gets to decide who lives and who dies. In all that downtime, has he completed his list?
Nearly complete. You are the last of the puzzle pieces. Oh my God, go.
You can't even say his name right. You can't.
That's why it's taking so long.
You can't wish death on someone whose name you can't.
You
pronounce.
can't kill someone if you can't pronounce their name.
That's actually the first rule of killing someone. Get their name right. It's the least amount of respect you can have.
That's how you take away their power. You name them.
Hey, Servo, this is from Roy Clementson.
Yeah.
What is something you've done with your new arms? Do you lift, bro?
Whoa! Look
You
at me! Look how
know
buff
it.
I am!
That's true. You
Look
do.
at, I've been pressing. I've been drinking creatine and doing kettlebell lifts for 20 years, and no one even notices me.
Like GNC Batman?
Like GNC.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of CrossFit, and then some Pilates, and some MMA, some Jiu-Jitsu, some Kenpo karate, Jeet Kune Do. I've been doing calisthenics with Dan Inosanto.
Video games.
I'm just getting ready for whatever's coming, you know.
Great.
All right, let's see a little more questions here. Oh yeah, what's that one say? Oh, that's for Crow.
Oh, this is from Jeff Hocutt. Crow, will you be dressing up as characters from the films during this season like you did previous?
Well, if I'm allowed to shine and show off my acting range, sure. You know, I'm a big cosplayer, and I don't mind trying on a couple hats, you know what I mean?
You know, I thought that you would...
Into the furry stuff.
Crow is a little bit of a furry. Yeah. All right, let's see here. This is from me. From Tantrum Dan.
When you were a gumball machine, what kind of gum did you have in your head?
I don't know why people keep saying that I look like a gumball machine. That is just inaccurate, and it's slightly modest. Just slightly
It's
modest.
bubble memory you have.
What?
Bubble memory.
That's right.
Ah, fun.
Does Jonah snore?
Gentle hum 1.
Yes, except his snore. His snores make his eyes water while he's asleep.
It's really more the smell at night.
It's really more him asking the question why while he's unconscious.
It's him waking up and screaming, "Father, why?" It's not the snoring, you know?
Okay, to Crow, have you been working on your Earth versus Soup screenplay?
Oh, that's a good question.
Nearly finished, and baby, we are ready to spin off this show and take Hollywood by storm.
Pollen storm, that is.
What kind of suits do you want to see? I'm hoping that we can get Vin Diesel to act opposite of bubbling clam chowder.
New England clam chowder, of course, the good one. Not that Manhattan clam chowder. It's red. Red like me.
Well, how are we doing on time?
We've got about 2 more minutes.
Oh my God, let's do
I
one.
miss Hampton and Barron.
Yeah, let's do one
What?
fantastic last question to tie it all up in a neat little ball. Are Jonah and Felicia having a private moment?
Private moment, dancing for money. Do what you want them to do. They're having a private moment,
Here's a good one.
dancing for money.
Okay, here we go. This is from Rich Zapata. And we're going to close it. We're going to shut it all down after this one. Do Crow and Servo use Tinder?
Yeah, but we keep swiping each other. It's terrible. There's no one else up here on the satellite level. We just keep swiping each other back and forth.
It's pretty horrible. I tend to like Craigslist misconnections myself. Not that it's someone looking for me. I just pretend like I'm the person that they missed. Well, that's my plan. There's no one else.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
Any last words?
I'm also more of a Bumble
Hey,
bot myself.
thank you so much, everybody. I guess
Yeah.
that's it.
Yay!
Thank you,
Yay!
everybody's here on behalf of Jonah Ray.
We'd like to thank G.E. Smith and the
Wait,
Saturday Night Live
They're
band.
still here. Duck back in. Say goodbye.
Yes.
You have to catch us next week, where our guest will be Scruggs. And
Hey, yeah.
I'd like to thank everybody here at Saturday Night Live.
Thank you,
G.E.
Mom,
Smith
for
and-
watching.
Grant and Russ, you guys want to say goodbye?
Billy, it's bedtime.
They say goodbye, Grant Russ. Say goodbye. Thanks, you guys.
That's their hand.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
bye. Bye. Wait!